Morgan Stanley has written a very interesting note as far as PSU banks are concerned, given the fact that the entire PSU basket is something that is seeing quite a bit of favor amongst investors. Morgan Stanley says that the state-owned banks' balance sheet have improved significantly, and bad loans formation, they believe, should moderate quite a bit going forward. At this point of time, they actually prefer State Bank of India. At what they say is that they continue to see structural challenges at other banks. They believe that these structural challenges could limit re-rating for other state-owned entity banks. Valuations, however, are quite cheap at these banks, and that is why they have gone ahead and upgraded Bank of Baroda as well as Punjab National Bank to an equal weight stance. They are staying underweight as far as Bank of India as well as the other bank is concerned. Now, talking about state-owned banks under their coverage, the balance sheets have improved materially is what they say, and this they believe will actually help cap downside risk. The capital Tier 1 ratios for state-owned banks, excluding SBI, which for the banks under their coverage is at 9.6% versus 9.1% in FY20, and they believe that over the past few years, state-owned banks have actually seen significant capital infusion by the government. Now, they believe that the GNPL ratio for state-owned banks, excluding SBI, has actually improved quite significantly to 67% and is now 55% on overall impaired loans. As slippages moderate, they believe expect gradual moderation in credit cost too over the next few years. Now, what they're saying is that valuations at this point of time are quite cheap at 0.5 to 0.4 FY22 book value. And the question that they are asking is, given the fact that valuations are so cheap, is it a good time to buy? They're saying that there could be no near-term upside, but they prefer large private banks and SBI to play the corporate recovery cycle. They see structural challenges that they believe will keep return ratios muted, and they believe that that would limit any significant re-rating potential beyond the short cyclical upswing. They prefer to play the cyclical rally via SBI in order for them, they say, to turn constructive on state-owned banks, excluding SBI. They say they require to see a sharp macro recovery. They have raised their book value per share estimates for all of the banks on back of lower impairments, lower dilution, and higher pre-provisioning operating profit. They have gone ahead and upgraded Bank of Baroda and PNB to equal weight. So overall, Morgan Stanley extremely positive, extremely bullish on PSU banks. They are still waiting for confirmation in terms of a strong recovery as far as the macro cycle is concerned. But remember, they've been quite bullish as far as SBI is concerned, upgraded and other few stocks. So overall, it'll be interesting to see how PSU banks perform going forward.